like me, I'd get one idea and then think about something else. But then I would think, all right, well, I got to go back to my original idea, and and, and then I would have an idea for some content. But then I would think, all right, man, I got to make sure I record it. I got to make sure the wording is just right. But then I would think, oh man, do I have to do it live, or do I just record it and edit it? Do I use AI? So then I would think, all right, well, maybe I'll just start writing some stuff. And then it would be, all right, well, that's not good enough. That's not interactive enough. But then it would be, okay, well, maybe I just go and do some other things like real estate or crypto or whatever. But then I would think, oh man, that's too involved. It takes too much time. uh, but then I would start to have some doubt in myself. And then I'd get overloaded and think about all the tasks of everything else I needed to do. And but then I would think, oh man, I could do this all. I could do it all. I could do everything. Why settle? And so at the end of the day, it was like a baseball bat because my would be to the point where I would need it. Sometimes I would just need a nap, but then I would forget what I was doing. But it would be like it was so full, like it was pushing out on the top of my skull. And so I finally realized that, dude, you you gotta just s- settle, settle down, and declare your intention and stick with it, and come what may. And it dawned on me that because I was getting all these ideas and getting so frustrated and overwhelmed because I was not quite as clear as I needed to be on exactly what I wanted to create. So once I realized that, it was a relief. And then I was like, okay, what I'm going to do then on top of this, I need to keep have something to keep me on track. So was watching somebody else do some things with Chat GPT, and I thought, well, I can use Chat GPT. I can use AI to build what's called a GPT to help me calm my mind, narrow my focus, and finally move forward with that intention. And so that's exactly what I did. I just, instead of getting locked into low leverage tasks like building a banner for YouTube or trying to tweak a little uh, HTML code or just nonsense of just menial low leverage tasks. I just had recalled this one little verse in James 1, chapter 8. It said, he is a double minded man, unstable in all his ways. And I was like, "Hi, yeah, that was it." I mean, it's just when your attention is divided, you get nowhere. And people think, "Oh man, I'm going to multitask and get a lot of different things done." Um, you know what? Maybe so. Maybe you're right. But for me, it just doesn't work because I'm like a dog with a bone. When I get stuck on a task, it consumes me. Like working out. Like if I'm in the gym, a lot of times I don't want to stay in there too long these days because I want to get out and do some other stuff. But when I'm in there, I'm focused on what I'm doing. Golfing too. I don't think about anything when I'm on the golf course other than playing golf and hitting the next shot. It's soothing, but the kind of the thing with those is that they're a little bit of I don't want to say distraction, but an escape. And so by taking those and using them as a refresher, then it's not so much an escape, but it's recreation. And so I wanted to be able to direct the the intention that I have of creating $1 million business to the point where, all right, a lot of this stuff needs to be just that, a distraction, and hone in on the singleness of purpose. And so that's what I did. I did this, like I said, it's a GPT, it's a customized version of Chat GPT that knows your goals, knows your intentions, knows your aspirations, knows what type of voice I have, what kind of content I want to create, and keeps me on task instead of being scattered. And so, it, and the thing is, having all these ideas and a fast mind and too many ideas that sometimes lead to doubt and disbelief and doubt in yourself. Um, it's not a lack of discipline; it's a lack of intention. So I want to get back to that. And so the idea was to, like I said, create some clarity, create some leverage, and that's what this GPT will do. It will create leverage and compound on the ideas that I do create and come up with and expand upon to build the assets. Because at the end of the day, unless you, I mean, if you're just all you're doing is trading time for dollars, trading time for money, there's no leverage there, which leads me to the the point being of the time isn't money challenge that I'll be putting on. And if you'd like some more information on that, there's a link in the description. But that's the whole idea, is to create leverage, to compound the efforts, to take and have assets create the income instead of just your time, and instead of just your implementation and trading your and using your muscles over time, which is a limited resources and a finite period of time. Is, I mean, I don't even know how much I have, but it's a limited resource, your muscles, and a limited uh, resource of time. And so instead of using that, creating assets that aren't limited by implementation, because once it's done, it's done. And it the more people that see it, time isn't even a factor anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whenever, because what I'm going to do in this video, if you stay till the end, you'll see exactly how I did it, how I created it, and what it does for you to help you narrow the focus, helps me narrow my focus, and build upon everything that I've done in the past, that it will, again, like I said, create that leverage. So, here I'm going to just share my screen and show you exactly how I did it. Let's go to this. I might as well just blow this up. Did I get it? There we go. I'm sharing a screen.